virtually constant.
Yeah, the final song in Tell Me That It's Over is called Guitar Romantic Search Adventure. And so the way the song started, at least, was like this weird instrumental demo that Braden made alone on GarageBand. Do we have that?
Yeah, I sent it to you guys.
You did?
Cool.
So, yeah.
The very beginning of this song was this.
Cool version.
Yeah, we had that melody.
Right.
Oh, no, it's different. Really kind of like steel drum thing.
Steel drum on the piano, yeah.
Yeah,
But
just,
it's weird because it sounds like an upright bass or something.
Yeah.
It
I
sounds-
know, it's such a weird sound.
I just remember thinking it was really pretty, and originally, I mean, the thinking of Guitar Romantic was always that it was going to open our next album, or like that is
Right.
the opening song of our
Right.
next album, and we thought it was just gonna be really just calm and lush and just like acoustic and just piano, and I don't know,
Right.
that's what we thought it was gonna be. That was
Crazy.
always the vision, but obviously that changed. But the first melody that came to my mind, like I remember we were doing like some sort of, I think a shoot for Nothing Happens or something, a photo shoot.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had this melody idea for that one thing you made and sent. I was like, you sent this thing a long time ago. I found it in my notes. I was like listening to it again in a melody that I had, and I showed it to you, and you're like, that's really cool. And it was exactly the melody, which was dun 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 dun. Like the whole verse melody was exactly what it was. It was the first thing that came to my mind, and is basically like the only melody in the whole song until we added some in the outro at the very last minute. But yeah, it's just funny that melody immediately came to me. But then one day, then we were like, I really wanted to make a demo for real. I was like, oh, let's make like, we started like in our minds when we started demoing for album 2. I think this was at the very beginning of 2020 or something, when we started doing some demos and at your old place. And I was like, can we please make a proper demo of this one song? I have like a vision for it, you know, I think, and we ended up making it. Do we have that demo somewhere?
I think it's there.
Right there? Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up!
Let's pull it up!
This is like, yeah. This is our original vision for this song.
Does that have vocals?
But it's pretty quiet. So the vocals are the same, the lyrics are not the same takes, but same lyrics. And I wrote them really quick, like on the spot. I wrote 2 verses. The first 2 verses of the song. No, the first and third verses of the song I wrote like very quickly, like in the moment on the spot. They were the only 2 verses in this, and I ended up writing the second verse later. You remember that?
Right. Oh, right. It was out of order.
So go later now, go to the ending, like where we start changing the chords. It was your idea to change the chords instead of just having it be 2 chords the whole time.
Yeah. So far, it's 2 chords, classic. Oh, right. I haven't opened this in a while.
Yeah, when you added this other chord, I was like, yes.
Jesus Christ.
It's all over the place. When we took it to the studio with Ariel, he like, I always liked the idea of it being like, just slow, no drums, kind of, you know, moody, slow, droning thing, and but then Ariel pictured it taking more of like a John Lennon Mind Games approach, like big, just sort of like roomy drum sound kick in, and I was hooked as soon as they had that idea. Like we thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
I think we all were like, that's great, and it took the whole song to new heights, and we added more chords and whatever, and it's so much better for it now. And also, like in the outro, it was there was no vocals on it.
Right.
And at the last minute, like you I think Braden, you were saying that you think that there should be vocals on it. And then at first I was like, nah. But then I ended up thinking of something that I felt really made the song better, and I was like, oh yeah, this actually would make it better because it sort of like the ending of it sort of, I feel like encompasses like the whole meaning of the album or just sort of the trajectory of the album really. And I found a way, like I wanted to bring back Tell Me That It's Over as a lyric from I Don't Want to Talk, and like sort of put it at the end of the album as well, and have it sort of, doesn't open it, but like be at the beginning and the bookend of the album, the Tell Me That It's Over phrase, and have the lyric be said in two different songs, the album title. But the song's special to me. I'm really proud of that song, and yeah, I think it was the right way to wrap up the album, because the whole album is now about relationships and the complexities of it, and sort of like Cole was explaining earlier, what relationships mean once you're in like your mid-20s, your late 20s. Mm-hmm. It's like the pressure of that, of like, is this the rest of my life? It's like that's the whole, like, you're in adulthood now, and what does everything mean? That is sort of like what this album's about, and all the songs pertain to relationships in that way. But it's like, I don't know, Guitar Romantic is like the beginning of something. It's like very positive, very optimistic, very excited about the future. Yeah, I'm really happy with how that song turned out. I think it's a great closer to it.
Right.
I just went on a whole thing about it, because I feel like the song lyrically on the surface to someone is like the most abstract, and really might not make a lot of sense to people, especially the title. Might make it extra confusing, but that's why I feel like there's a lot to say about it.
Right.
But anyway.